CPHS-Talk, brought to you by College of Public Health Science Chulalongkorn University. Good health is the best wealth. We need health sciences for good health and well-being.
Hi everyone, welcome to CPHS Talk by College of Public Health Science Chulalongkorn University. I am Pokit Ongsasalak. Happy to see you again. Today we come to episode 7 with the title of Cannabis and Herbal Science. If you are interested to study on master degree or PhD, please stay with us until the end of this video clip. And today we are not come alone again. We have Deputy Dean of College of Public Health Science go together with us, Associate Professor Dr. วัฒนศิษฐ์ ศิริวงศ์ สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ Good evening to everyone ครับ
As always, go together with Dr. ไกรวุฒิ กันวิชา สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ Good evening, everyone. We meet you again here on CPHS Talk.
Yes, happy to see both of you again. And today we also have two special guest speakers who are the instructor of College of Public Health Science, who will give you the details about the cannabis and herbal science. As previous clip that we mentioned that we have the new version of Public Health Science program by College of Public Health Science Chulalongkorn University. So today we will give you more details about herbal science and cannabis science. So I would like to all of you to welcome Professor Dr. จิรดา สันติอารีชัย
สวัสดีค่ะ Hi everyone.
Go together with Associate Professor กาญจนา รังสีหิรัญรัตน์ สวัสดีค่ะ So first of all, I would like อาจารย์จิรดา Professor จิรดา to give a little bit about herself, about her experience or background, please.
So first of all, thank you very much for having me here in this, I should say that are very popular for the Facebook of the CPHS. So I am Professor Dr. Jilada Risantichai. I'm Deputy Dean of the College of Public Health Sciences, Chulalongkorn University. I work as the directors for 3 centers. The first one, that is a drug-dependent research center. So this center is represented in the national level, and it has been established for 50 years on. So it's a long time, right? And then it has to be by Professor Dr. Vishai Posayachinda. I think that so many people know about Professor Vishai as well. So, and then Assistant Professor Dr. Usani Yapingpan was the second director. And from now, I am the director of this center. In this center, we should say that it's not just represent in the national level, but it's represent to the international level as well. So we call this center as a WHO Cooperating Center for Research and Training in Drug Dependent, or we call that WHO-CC. So this is the one that we should say that this is a unique one in, actually in Thailand, right? And then when we, represent to this, and then we have so many WHO, but we just should say that this is the only one in Thailand and the only one in the world as well, okay? So the second center that we should say that we have the university level as well. So we have the research unit. So Ajahn Pokit and Ajahn Montagan and also Ajahn Wandi work together with me. And this center, we call that the Health and Social Sciences and Addiction Research Unit. So we're going to step up from the research unit to Excellence Center is very soon. It might be next month. So we're going to, step up to the Excellence Center. And the last one, so I should say that this is, the new of the community engagement. So I am the director of the Chula Health Street. Is a community engagement program model. So this one that for helping people improve the quality of life and so many aspects for that as well. So in this one that we have the collaboration with the University of Florida as well. So Professor Linda B. Collins is the one that to say that the founder of the health street at the US, and then I am the one that is the founder in Thailand as well, because we adapt for all of the things that it should appropriate to Thai culture. Okay, and then for my educational background, so I completed a doctoral degree in research and health development at Chulalongkorn University, and has been trained in epidemiology and data processing in the National Drug Research Institute, or NDRI, and WHO for the prevention and control of alcohol and drugs abuse at the Curtin University, Perth, Australia. Professor Steve also is my mentor. And I work a postdoctoral research associate in the Department of Epidemiology, which is in both the College of Public Health and Professions and the College of Medicine, University of Florida, USA. Professor Dr. Linda B. Collar is my mentor. So this is just a brief of myself. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Chidada. Wow, from your introduction,
Very
we feel
long
very interested.
experience,
for
right?
this
Long experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we know that you have many collaboration, both of the international level and also national level. So very impressed. So next, I would like to invite Associate Professor Dr. Kanchana to introduce herself, please.
Yes, may I briefly introduce myself? I'm Associate Professor Dr. Kanchana Rangsi Hilalat. My educational background is biomedical science, especially in the malaria, biomolecular, and herbal medicine. I work as the lecturer at College of Public Health Science for more than 10 years in public health science program. So my research interest starting from the problem of the drug resistance in malaria parasites. As you know, currently malaria parasites have developed the resistance to nearly all anti-malarial. So therefore, development of the new anti-malarial drug is urgently needed. So you can see that the widely use of anti-malarial drug like quinine and artemisinin are derived from the herbal plants. So looking for the new natural product for medicinal plant is quite interesting. And you know, the demand for the herbal medicine is increasing. So many people prefer using herbal medicine for their health benefit and due to the less of side effect and easy to access. And also Thailand is the resources of herbal medicine and has a long history of the herbal medicine uses. So however, a lot of medicinal plants lack of scientific evidence for the safety and efficacy. So our public health science program provide educational based on scientific principle and produce a high quality research in the field of cannabis and herbal science at graduate level. So that is my educational background and research interest.
Thank you very much, Professor Kanchana.
That is very proud of us, of the college, that you might know from the beginnings of our episode that we say that we have new eras or new futures of public health, especially in Thailand, international program. And we're proud we have cannabis science, we have herbal science. At the beginning, we start with the herbal science, and contemporary right now, up to date for sustainability, we have cannabis science to help the people, to help our Thais in terms of how we use the plant product of the cannabis to be medical purpose. This is very nice.
Yeah, thank you. So I think at the beginning until now, many audience feel interested in our cannabis and herbal science in public health science program. So anyone, if you have any question, Please feel free to write down comment here and please like and share this clip. And for the next one, I would like our guest speaker, Professor Chilada and Professor Kanchana, to introduce a little bit about the branch of cannabis and herbal sciences for the audience that if they are interested to study with College of Public Health Science, what kind of subject or courses that they will learn with us?
Okay, I can give you some more information. In Cannabis and Herbal Science program consists of basic core course, major compulsory course, and elective course. For basic core course, students will assign to learn about the research methodology, biostatistics, basic laboratory skill, and seminar in the first semester. So these 4 subjects allow students to learn the process of the conducting scientific research, analyzing and presenting the data using appropriate statistics, boost up your laboratory skill, and developing the research proposal. For major compulsory course, our program provides both cannabis science and herbal science, and also field study in cannabis and herbal science for students to gain more experience in the field work. And for elective course, our program offers many subjects that related to cannabis and herbal science. For example, application of medicinal plant research, analytical technology research, DNA-based technology research, traditional medicine, cannabis science and technology, integrative herbalism, and tissue culture, and so on. So students can freely select these subjects that related to their research. For more information, you can visit our website and the program curriculum. So master degree students can complete the program in 2 years and PhD in 3 years. The students are also required to publish their research in the international journal or peer-reviewed journal.
And in overall, it is Master of Science for master degree for 36 credits, and also
Yes.
PhD in Public Health Science is 48 credits. We have 2 plans, like coursework and non-coursework, to serve our students based on the backgrounds.
As Professor Kanchana mentioned about we have the field trip, right? That student can visit the field trip about the cannabis and herbal science. So I would like to invite Professor Chilada to give more detail about the field trip, please.
So I just want to add up a little bit for the information of the field trip, or to say that there are other facility that the student can, engage for that new facility as well. So the new facility, we have the laboratory, and also we have the drug-dependent research center, to say that another center at the Salaburi province. So that center stated at the center of the learning network for regions, Chulalongkorn University, Salaburi province. So in that center, we're going to have so many, machine for the laboratory, for example, like the HPLC, like the TCM-SMS, like the LCM-SMS. And also if you, forget on the find out some the mental, and then you can, use the ICP-MS as well. So that is the facility that you can use it at that center. In Bangkok, so you're going to have the laboratory at the college as well. So you can use both sides of that. And then regarding the site visit, so at the Center of Learning Network for the region, Chulalongkorn University at Salaburi province, we should say that we have the trial, right, for the 3 systems in that. So I should say that this is the first university that trial for 3 systems. So in this one, we funded by Office of Narcotics Control Board, or ONCB, You might heard about that. And then for the system, as we know that we have the 3 systems in so many, general in the system. The first one is an indoor system. The second one is a greenhouse system. And the last one is the outdoor system. So we make a trial, and then we hope that for the cannabis, we grow it for the cannabis as well, for the system, for the 3 system. And then we want to find out, and then want to, approach for the medical grade for patient as well. As Professor Watasip mentioned before, for helping people in terms of maybe in their, medicine, maybe the other products, is, I think that this is a new, right? The new thing,
Yes,
the new
right.
innovation, that is so many, various of the innovation, so many various of the technology. And then we need the student to join us, and then we can think together. We have the material, we have the facility to provide you, and then actually we have so many knowledge of all our professor for giving you knowledge, and then you can practice by yourself as well. And that is the one that I think that the college plan to provide you. Just want you to join us in this program.
All right, that's
In
very interesting.
the short that we may say that we have farms, right? We have cannabis farm to produce the medical grade of the cannabis to serve our research, to do some research that helpful and benefit to the socials. And also like Professor Jilada mentioned that we have the community research as well. We say Ban Sukhapap in Thai, right? Healthy center. That means we have resource, we have products, and we have research. That's why we need students who would be fulfill our programs, and we have a lot of scholarship for students as well.
Right. So as Professor Jilada and Professor Kanchana mentioned, a lot of interesting stuff that we provided here, like facility, materials, and all kind of courses. But since we are kind of revise the program, combine these cannabis and herbal science courses together. So what's about the research direction, or what kind of topic that students can do when they come to study with us here? So please, Professor Kanchana, could you have some information on the research interest or research direction here in our department?
Yes, for our research program consists of many aspects from upstream to downstream. For example, in upstream research, students can do the basic research in ethnobotanical study, pharmacognostic specification, standardization, so quality, efficacy, and safety of the herbal medicine, the extraction method, TLC fingerprinting, or biological and pharmacology property of the herbal extract. And for midstream research, students can do the applied research using the advanced technology in the development of the herbal formulation, analysis of the phytochemical compound, PCR, DNA fingerprinting, DNA barcoding, nanotechnology, and pharmacology and clinical study. And for the downstream level, students can study about the R&D research to improve the quality of herbal medicine, pharmaceutical development, and community enterprise, and also medicinal product development. For cannabis and herbal side, we conduct a lot of research in upstream and midstream level. However, in the future, we can continue the downstream level study. Students can conduct their research under the supervisor and or expert lecturer who will guide you and support you throughout your research.
So eventually it will become like a product, right? You mean like downstream product.
Yeah.
I think as Professor mentioned, we have all materials ready for you already. So you can start like from the first upstream, middle stream, and downstream product. And if audience remember our last episode, right, with Dr. Anushit and Dr. Anjali, you can combine those kind of chemical and biomolecular work, right, together with these herbal science courses and combination things in order to get the final product, right? So what about I think Professor Jilada may have some research idea of like community or like how to put this knowledge into the community, like for like cannabis or herbal science.
Yeah, as Dr. Kai would mention it before, I think it is very good point on that as well for integrating with their chemical. And then as we know that in cannabis they have so many cannabinoids in that, so it's so many cannabinoids, right? It is I think that more than 400 cannabinoids inside of that. And then could you imagine on that is so many topic that waiting for the student, right? And then as Professor Kanchana said it before, later so many aspect that you want to find out the new innovation as well. So I would like to add a little bit on the technology. So if the one that you use the technology to integrate the cannabis might be cool, right? And then we can say that okay, this is your idea, and then we can go to the to say that it's very useful in the very near future for the other science and then the other aspect as well. Okay, and then the things that is important and then very interesting, that I think that for the cannabis, so you can think about the startup as well. So I should say that cannabis is a very hot issue, right, in Thailand right now.
We can hear a lot of cannabis story now.
Right, as the background of Dr. Kai Wood and background of Dr. Watasit as well, right? So this is a very popular, very hot issue in Thailand, but not just only in Thailand, but I think that is around the world, right? When we talk about cannabis, it seems like we should, feel happy. We should, relax on that, right? On that one, and then for the business as well, for the startup as well. So if you think about the startup, it is like a new, way to think about that. And then for the Chulalongkorn University, have the to say that have a new idea to support the startup. So if you think about startup or you want to create so many things, right? As I mentioned it before, for the startup issue, and then you can let the to say that the CU enterprise, Chulalongkorn enterprise, to help you, to give you more funding, to give you more idea how to do the startup, and then seem later another supervisor, right, to say that okay, you have to do this before. This is step 1, step 2, or other step, and then we can look at your good outcome of the startup that you made it by yourself. So this is interesting, right? Yeah.
So that's very cool idea of like integrate all kinds of knowledge here and push it into startup and to real thing into the community, right? As well.
Yeah.
All right. So
this is
yes,
please,
Professor
Jilada mentions our products on the student, not about the cannabis, right? So many options for students for future progress of them to have jobs related with these kinds of plants, as well as we have herbal side that our previous students graduate from us, most of them like to deal with the government as lecturers and also private sector like scientists. And the near future, we can have the good products from this ban for cannabis and health the country, because one, we know the benefit of the cannabis right now, and other derivative or species, other species can show as well that Ajahn also focuses on this point too. Let's see our futures on this cannabis science and herbal science.
Not only cannabis and also herbal science in the COVID situation. You can see that the herbal science is very popular.
Exactly. That we have
talked
one
about
episode
before, right? Our previous episode was talk about that before.
That's why this our branch that still serve for Thai traditional herbals. This is very important for our country. It is very unique, make it different from other programs. And also cannabis side is more science. It's different also and unique, different from others that may on with social science more than science like this. Something that can prove, right? Ajahn Jilada, like toxicities and also anything about science.
Yeah, sure. So as I mentioned that if you are interested in, maybe the pesticide, maybe the other, aspect on that, you can prove by use the laboratory as well. So as we know that there are so many cannabinoids, so we might not focus just only CBD or THC. So
we
so
may
many,
have the new compounds that be helpful. Now we want to open up like use the new technology to discoveries and new maybe innovation, new kinds of substance that useful and helpful for the people. That is
right. So what about we talk about the research interest, but sounds like student must have some background, right, of the laboratory. So I like to ask, if student wants to apply to our program here, what kind of background that they should have? Should they have a laboratory background? I like use GCMS before or use atomic AA before or something like that. Professor Kanchana, please give some information.
So don't worry about this, because you can learn and practice your lab skill from our program that offer both scientific knowledge and research skill that can help develop the skill you need for conducting your research. So we also have the pocket report meeting to monitor your research activity. Or academic staff and your classmates can give you some suggestion, recommendation, or sharing their experience with you that can help you to conduct your research. So don't worry about that.
So students no need to worry, right?
So I think many audience
it is also includes about the safety that trained by us and also trained by the university itself for student safety in laboratory.
Yes.
Right. So the student no need to worry. You can practice and you can learn, because I think as we talked in the previous episode as well, that student no need to worry about the laboratory here, because we have all lecturer and scientists, the researcher in our college to help you, to guide you throughout your study process here.
Yes, don't worry. We don't let you alone.
So I think until now, the audience will feel interested to join with us. So I would like to invite Professor Jilada to give suggestion to the audience that if they would like to join to study with us in the cannabis and herbal science program, so what kind of preparation before apply to study with us?
So I believe that for the general, you have to prepare for the general criteria of the university. It is a very general one. That for the specific one for this branch. So I think that just want you to pay more attention to just say that if you're willing to join, just join his program. That's it. So after that, if you have the much more willing to to learn, and then it means that you open your mind, and then for all of the professor can teach you. I believe that can teach you regarding the the laboratory skill. So I don't think that this is the too much work on that. It is not too difficult on the try to improve your skill of the laboratory, as Professor Kanchana said before. So I think that all professor will teach you on that as well. So you can have the experiences on that as well. So it's just not just worry about that. Please do not worry about that, and then just feel free to join us for that. And then the other one that I think that is not just only the study at this branch, but you can use our collaboration as well. So our collaboration will help you, not just only the professor in Thailand. As I mentioned earlier, we have the collaboration with the other WHOCC, and also we have the other professor from the UK, other professor from the Japan, from America, and then from the Australia, and so many countries. And then Professor Kanchana will have another collaboration as well. So just want to join us, and then to use our collaboration, and then we can make a good to say that the good innovation, right, for the student as well. So we look forward to seeing you for the make a new model or innovation for the CPHS. Yeah.
Like grow together, right?
Yeah,
grow together, study together, move forward together, right?
Yeah,
Yes, right.
sure,
Right.
sure.
Right. As Professor Chilada mentioned, first thing you have to open your mind first, right? Like willing to, if you're willing to study here, you want to, then nothing can stop you, right? Because we have everyone here to help you, to support you, not just the professor in the college, but our collaboration around the world can also help you as well. All right, let me give some break, take a look for the comments or questions from the live session here, because we do the live session on Facebook. I think we have some students say hi to Professor here. Good evening, everyone. Professor Kanchana, my lovely professor from Ansela, Amanda. We have Miss Daisy, Diana, say hi to Professor. And we have, I think this one should be a prospect student. He said it, I want to apply master program here. So welcome. We are very welcome.
Very welcome.
Very welcome to all of you to apply. All right. And we
in
also,
the morning just have the QE of them.
Right. Okay. So we also have the question asks like, what should I do if I want to apply? And of course, with all information with the website, right? Website of our college. So prospect student, you can visit the website to get more information.
You can leave the direct message through our Facebook here. We also have the supporting staff to give you more information, and also some the application process, and also about the document. Yes, please feel free to give the direct message.
Leave the comments or questions at the comment section below, and maybe all professors here can help you to like answer, and our staff will help you to go through the process of admission as well.
Right.
All right.
Now we open for apply already. That you can check on the website and apply to us, and further information for like PhD. If you interested, you can review ours professors in the website, and can write down the email directly to prepare your research before the time. This is
I think the audience will be interested to join with us. So I think most of them would like to know about the scholarships or funding that our college will
Very
provide to
important
the
point, right?
students. Yes. So could you please, Dr. Vatasit, the chair of the public health science program, could you please give more information about the scholarship or funding for the students?
Okay, this is every episode that student asks to us. As you know, I have mentioned that varieties of grants, variety of the fund that support to the students. Once we have facility, we have lecturers, and then this is necessary. The fund from outside maybe come from our professor as well. And at the college level, we have internal scholarship for this new program. We have like free of cost. I mean, for the student, for like the excellent student that we might consider dealing. We have interviews. We have the support half from the university, the other half part from our college. We have like TA scholarship for students. We have startup research for everyone to start the research in any field, not just only in this branch. For master student, for PhD student, because we know that something new needs some funding to back up to give them first. We have the newest one that we have innovations. So because you might know the university missions and the goal for sustainability and innovation, we have this one that if you think about something like innovative thing and innovations, and you talk with advisor, I mean for professors first, and then I totally agree together, and then we give the grant at the beginning. No need to wait to do focusing on innovations in cannabis science and herbal science, something like this. Let's talk, let's plan. This is we support. And we have other important thing to support the government's part, the collaborations related with public health fields, medical field. This is we have free scholarship that we come to learn with us without pay. And what else that we have for 3-4 winds in the south, at the south, in the southern regions, and related with public health. This is we give for free, and for disabled persons as well, that we have internal scholarship for them.
For herbal medicine, you can find some scholarship from the Department of Traditional and Alternative Medicine, Ministry of Public Health, or Ministry of Higher Education, Science, Research and Technology, and Science Research and Innovation Agency. Yeah,
that's very good, right? We have a lot of support.
Yes, we have a lot of funding and scholarship for our students. Before we leave, I would like both of our guest speaker, Professor Chilada and Professor Kanchana, to say something to the audience that maybe apply to study with us in the future. Could you please give some suggestion or any idea to the student?
So if you are interested in our cannabis and herbal science, you can apply from now on. And if you need more information, you can visit our website and feel free to contact me directly or our staff. So don't worry about your lab skill. If you have passion and intention, I think all students can study in our camp. So looking forward to welcome all of you to our CPHS family. Thank you.
Thank you very much. If you have passion and intention, please feel free to join us. Thank you.
Professor
So
Chilada,
please, Professor Chilada.
Yeah, I think that just apply now. So if you apply it now, so it's you're going to take their good opportunity, as we mentioned earlier. So as we said that this is a new branch of the one of the new branch of the CPHS, right? So regarding the new, issue of the cannabis, is so interesting, right? And then this one that could you imagine that you can, apply for the new things as we mentioned it before regarding the innovation, regarding the technology that you might integrate with the other aspect as well. And other aspect is my, create later startup. So it is very interesting for that as well. So just apply now, and then you can take all of the opportunity that the college will, provide you, even though the facility, as we mentioned it before, even though, all material that Professor Vatasi said that it's not just only cannabis, but we also have hemp together. And then we going to, see that is what is a new innovation by the student idea as well. And then our professor will, support you to say that support all of the student all the time. So please feel free to contact us. And then you can, scan my QR code at my background, and then you can, see of my full CV as well. It just email me, and then you can, ask more information if you would. Okay, apply it now. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, just apply now. Don't waste your time to be part of us. All right.
So yes, we come to the end of our live today. So I would like to thank you, our two guest speakers, Associate Professor Dr. Kanchana and also Professor Dr. Chitlada, to join us and give very informative information about the new version of College of Public Health Science program in the branch of Cannabis and Herbal Science. So before we leave, I would like to invite the chair of Public Health Science program to say something to the audience, please.
Thank you very much for our guests. And also, I would say that because of we have history, long history in terms of like cannabis, we have the center, right? For herbal science, we have the history as well. We provide many more knowledge in these fields. Until now, we integrate like combinations to move forward for new, we may say that new look of public health and public health science. In the past, I think public health looked at science is far away, like in the clouds, but right now it's close to us, and we have technology, we have new things to do together. And once again, this is about health, about dose, about toxicity, right? We may know that dose make a poison. At the same time, dose may be helpful for people. Like cannabis, we have benefit, we have risk. But anyway, we pick up, we choose the way that helpful for the people to protect our Thai society, to provide our knowledge to society and also the regions, perhaps for the world too, in the near future. Thank you, Kap. Thank you
very much,
everyone.
And today I would like to thank you, both of our guest speaker and me with the CPHS Talk, episode 7, Cannabis and Herbal Science. Have to say goodbye for all of the audience. If you are interested to join with us, please apply now until the end of April. And today I would like to thank you, Professor Chilada, Professor Kanchana, also Professor Watasit and Dr. Graywood. And see you again for the next episode. Thank you for today. สวัสดีค่ะ
CPHS Talk, brought to you by College of Public Health Science Chulalongkorn University. Good health is the best wealth. We need health sciences for good health and well-being.